Yeah, give me a good.
Oh, that sucked. That was a bitch clap, bro.
Yo. All right. Welcome to another episode of Animemperor. My name is Tony.
Yeah. I'm Jason.
And yeah, we just gonna jump in.
Happy to be back.
Yeah, I'm happy as shit. I feel good. It's hot as fuck outside, but we staying cool.
Yeah, bro. Last week it is 115 degrees. Oh, yesterday was 115. Today is supposed to be that too, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Crazy as fuck. I almost didn't come here today.
I wouldn't be mad if we gonna tap out, bro, because we gonna fucking melt. Let me fucking join this.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good week in anime, man. We had some good episodes. I did mention last week that we wanted to get back to what we were doing previously. But we're gonna wait another week just to give ourselves more time.
Because we got some additional segments, and we're like, oh, these gonna be fire. Mm-hmm. And then some things we want to redo again, like the Pace That Anime, but change the way that we approached it. Because I think we have a better way of approaching it now.
Yeah. So
that'll be fire too.
Yeah. So be ready for that next week. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, we're gonna jump in. What we got first?
We got high school.
Yeah.
Right.
So
about fucking time, bro.
Yes. Can't emphasize that enough.
They've been rushing the fuck out of this anime. We don't get backstory on shit. So we still don't get really backstory on Jin still, but we got backstory on his grandpa, a little bit. Like he soloed the 6.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, so he bad.
Yeah. I thought the timing was good too, because I had just posted that rant with Q. Like he was talking about how they was fucking up. But it's like they kind of corrected their trajectory.
Yeah, they
this
heard
week.
Q's rant.
Yeah, it's like they heard.
This episode, we've been bitching about how these fights are going way too fast. The only episode where we had good fights was when the guys with the commissioner.
Yep.
Went and banged in that building.
Knox.
Yeah, and fought Knox, and that shit was dope. But that was like the only episode where we got that, and we got more. And that was an episode we got backstory on them versus the main characters.
Yep.
In this episode, we got Yumira fighting. What was the character? Yumira, the moon style. Oh
yeah. Oh, she was fighting that big cocky diesel dude.
Two good ass fights. Yeah.
Is that big cocky dude?
Two good ass fights that pretty much filled up the whole episode.
That was another. Okay, so I'm starting to remember.
Yeah. So
he looked like The Rock, like a badly drawn Rock.
Oil Dwayne Johnson with a man thong, or basically a speedo.
Wasn't he a swimmer
and a skull cap? Yeah, that's the way they advertised him. But we didn't really see him do anything. It was just him using. Oh, we did see his chariot come out at one point.
But also, he was actually dead. That was actually a guy from the...
So it was a guy from Knox.
Yeah.
Just, made to look like the guy that he was. Because the 3 people they were fighting were actually dead.
Yeah.
They were killed by one of the guys from Knox.
Which is who Jin was fighting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because that guy's chariot is doppelganger, so he just shadow clone jutsu constantly. I was like,
that's
low-key. That was dope as fuck. He just constantly made shadow clones of himself. Or cloned himself, pretty much. And they just kept fighting Jin.
Yeah. So to give backstory on that, the end of that last episode, Jin found that picture of his granddad. It opens up with him going there to this abandoned warehouse or whatever. He finds what he thought was his granddad. The fucking head turns around backwards and blows up.
He's basically this bitch, you suck, this was too easy.
Yeah.
And blows up on his ass.
And then that dude proceeds to beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, because doppelganger thought he was dead first.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't get up like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how we got there. And then on Daewa's side, he fought some Bruce Lee Kill Bill looking bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was thick too, bro. She had cakes.
I was like,
titties. I'm like, damn.
Daewa was with it too. Remember she kissed him?
Fighting Kill Bill Kardashian.
She kissed him and he was with it. He was definitely about it.
Yo, that was dope as fuck.
Yeah. She was weird too though. She was like, she's like, oh, this is fun because she beat the fuck out of the 36-year-old. Wasn't that the 36-year-old dude?
Yeah.
She beat the fuck out of him in the bathroom.
Yeah, he just hunched over by a sink.
Yeah, and they would go in there and kind of banged with her a little bit. He's like, I ain't got time to play with you, bitch. Like slapped her down or whatever.
Yeah.
But that also happened. And then, but yeah, the fight between Jin and so he got back in time to the tournament.
Yeah, well, let's end with his fight last.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll do let's go because that's how it ended the episode too because it was because that synchronized shit was sick.
It was dope.
That was dope.
I was like, this is different, but I like it
because it also made me. I'm skipping ahead. Okay. So first, let's go back to Yumira with her fight because the guy she's fighting ended up having her sword. So there was a time where we bitched Because this was them going too fast. We didn't get context on this. Where she lost her sword. The guy that she was going to marry and not marrying left with her sword.
Yeah.
And then the next episode, she had a sword. And we're like,
how'd she get it back?
And it wasn't clear that, because the swords looked pretty similar from what you could see.
Yeah, all we knew it was just a wooden sword.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't see the
turns
guard
out that
in the hill.
Exactly.
Like,
turns out it wasn't the wooden sword that was taken. It was like the actual blade. But we were always seeing her train with a wooden sword. So it was really confusing.
I said this, I was like, one line of dialogue would have cleared all that up.
Yeah.
Like, just say, oh, I replaced my sword. I'm using this for something.
Yeah,
just to let us know.
She's using a training sword, because every point we saw her training, it was with a fucking wooden sword.
And that's all she been fighting with.
Yeah.
So how the fuck we know that's gonna change into an actual sword that can slice motherfuckers up?
Yeah.
Like,
so that was really confusing, because then he said that he had her sword, and I'm like, huh? And then he pulls it out, and then he's able to like turn it into the way it really looks.
Yeah.
Which was
dope.
dope as fuck. And then when she tried to pick it up, it went back to his hand because it didn't recognize her. It's kind of like he's one of my favorite characters. I always forget his name. The shark guy in the Akatsuki, where he has the sword.
Kisame.
Kisame.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kisame's blade, where it doesn't teleport, but if it doesn't recognize you as its owner, you can't really use it, and it'll take the strongest person and feast on their chakra. So not the point where it's feasting on her, but she couldn't. Like, she picked it up and it teleported back to the other guy.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. Obviously, he can't bring out the Chariok.
Nah.
So
that shit was dope as fuck.
She beats his ass. It teleports back to his to her hand.
You remember when she got slapped though, and like she went back and was like levitating a little bit, and like time froze, and then she was in this water, and then like she started. This is when she's talking to her Chariok or whatever. But doesn't that?
It's kind of talking to her inner. It was kind of like a.
It's always water. Do you remember Ichigo?
True.
The inner self is always.
And then Naruto too. He was in a waterfall, bro. It's just a Japanese thing. It's like when you're talking to your inner self, it's just you're flooding. You're just
some
being
type
drowned.
of water.
You're just drowning in either a waterfall or some random pool of water. But yeah, so
she talked with that dude.
She gets knocked the fuck back, and she kind of goes in her inner self and is just like falling. And then you see someone talking to her, and it's like a shadow of herself.
Yeah.
And then you see it slowly reach out to her as she says, "I don't want to give up." Basically, it was saying, when this part happened, I was like, so she doesn't want to be Sakura. It was another Sakura. Exactly. She's like, I don't want to be left behind, even though once they both get their Chariok's, this bitch is getting left behind.
Exactly.
So I was dying as far. I was like, oh, she's fucking Sakura from Naruto, but at least she can bang. She's not doing stupid shit. I mean, Sakura has her moments, but let's be honest, Sakura was always shit and behind. Fuck Sakura. So she gets her Chariok, and it was some Dynasty Warrior shit, bro. She was dope.
It was,
because she got the I don't know what they're called, but the fucking feather.
The helmet with the
headband with the two feathers coming out like high as shit.
I forget the name of it. It was dope though.
I'm gonna get the name wrong anyway, so I'm not gonna try. But it looked like some Dynasty Warrior shit, and then her sword got dope too. And she just once she got that, it was no contest.
Yeah, she just beat the fuck out.
Yeah, it was a joke.
It was over.
But now I'm gonna let you continue on with Jin now, because that shit.
Oh yeah, so she was about to fall over or whatever, and then Jin magically shows up and catches her. He's smooth.
Real quick, because if he didn't come, because Dewa was suspended for this match, so if Jin didn't make it in time, they were gonna have to forfeit.
They were going to forfeit. Yeah, and I thought that was funny too. Like, she thought like she was gonna have to like drag it out on purpose, but I was like, when they said that, I was like, I feel like she's gonna get her ass beat this match. I don't think
that's how she stalls, is getting her ass fucking whooped.
I was like, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as she thinks it's gonna be. But anyway, Jin shows up and catches her all like, I'm here to save the day type shit. So the second guy that's about to fight, he's like, okay, so you're here. What the fuck? Where's my boy at? The shadow clone dude. And Jin is just quiet. He ain't saying shit. Just mad. And like even Dewa and old girl was like, oh, he looked mad. Like I ain't never seen him look this mad before.
Yeah.
So like, dude yells fight. This nigga proceeds to just beat the fuck out this dude. But then it starts jumping back and forth between the fight he had with the shadow clone dude and this dude.
Yeah, because first we do get to see the other guy's power, or I guess his Chariok, because he like projects some like purple diamond things, or prisms, I guess.
It was
like
lame.
like purple hexagon prisms.
Oh yeah, he started dodging the fuck out of the motherfuckers.
He's just like just smooth as fuck.
Smooth as shit. And fuck, that shit was so dope. But he basically beat the so they did a side by side. I ain't never seen a side by side split view of two motherfuckers POV getting the fucking shit beat out of them.
It was making me think of the first My Hero movie at the end when him and All Might, when Deku and All
Oh
Might are running.
yeah, and they was
And they have the music going, so it made me think of that. So I really got the chills watching that because that's like my favorite My Hero scene.
Fuck yeah!
And I was like, oh, I'm getting a boner, bro. This shit is so amazing,
bro. He did this like rolling kick or whatever the fuck he did. Then he brought that Jin Mori original. One was it one dragon and two dragon?
Yeah, the first one was he said Jin Mori original one was one dragon, like he did a kick and shot a blue dragon. Then the second one he did a twin dragon that came out. And I was like, yo, this shit is fire.
Dope. He beat the fuck out of them, bro.
Even the Pride of the Dragons, I loved because dragons are cool, but I loved just watching him spin around.
I like the kicks
more than that. Like the dragon because I felt like the move itself was anticlimactic to the way I wanted it because the dragon was cool, but I wanted more out of that because I loved the fighting before the dragons came out.
I agree 100%. Because his style is very fun to watch.
Yeah, he just fucking
so it's like you just stomp.
He's fucking Eddie Goro.
Right. He just does some kick and stomps on the ground and dragons come out. I'm like, okay. I like how it looks, but I'd rather see him like do his shit. Like
that shit
breakdancing and shit.
That was dope as fuck.
He's dope as fuck.
He got his chakra points right in this episode too. Because he poked his chest like 4 times. And this is before he killed the doppelganger guy. Because we didn't get to see the fight. He says, I won't feel pain for the next hour. And I was like, ooh. And then it cut to him beating his ass. I was like, all right, y'all better show me some shit. I'm about to be mad as fuck.
Like all this
shit, showed it, and I was like,
yeah, man. All the shit we complained about last time is shit that they corrected pretty much like this time. So it can't.
This was the best episode by far.
Actually,
now yes, I still want more backstory on Jin.
I do too,
because he's the one we have the least amount on.
And I want to know where his granddad is.
Yeah, and I need him to slow the fuck down.
Is he really dead? Because
nah, I doubt it.
I don't know at this point.
Because they did show that he lost his arm, right?
Yeah.
Like that really did happen at that one shot with where the fucking giant Excalibur dropped down on him.
Yeah.
But
I do want to figure out what's going on.
I'm pretty sure he whooped their ass. He just lost an arm for it.
Yep.
Or at least he's in hiding, something. But that shit was so dope, bro.
Something else happened too. Oh, so the commissioners and stuff were commenting on how strong Jin was. They was like, oh, he raised another tiger. Like comparing him to his grandfather. So yeah, they peeping game, bro. I want to see what they was. So Jin, is that his Chariot or whatever? Is that his shit, or is this just something?
Well, we didn't see a Chariot. If that was just
him. That was his.
I don't know, but I mean, I would think so because we didn't get a Chariot from. We don't have a Chariot from Dewa.
Yeah, but he's still getting trained.
Exactly, he's getting trained to get a Chariot. And then what's her name? Ymira, she had her moon style thing 1, 2 through 5, and she didn't. Excuse me. She didn't have a Chariot.
Yeah.
So I don't think he has a Chariot yet. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a Chariot yet.
Okay. Because I was confused. I was like, is this just something he's doing himself?
No,
like from his style, or is this?
I don't think he has a Chariot yet. If he had a Chariot, he would have dumpster. I mean, he did fuck him up.
Now that I think about it, maybe it's just in the same vein of what Dewa does with his style, with his stances and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the same as that type of deal. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he has a Chariot.
But yeah, that episode was on. But that's what we've been waiting for, like the whole thing. Like ever since the first season, we've been waiting for that episode. So it went down on that motherfucker. I love it.
It was beautiful. I was so happy.
On this next one though, it looked like he gonna be fighting his boy from the last time. The dude with the tiger on his back.
Basically his cousin. Like they're not related, but it just seems like the relation that they set up is like his cousin, your rival, and he knows his granddad, so it's like basically his cousin, bro.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
Like Crunchyroll showed like a little preview of the next episode.
Yeah, because he said you suck. Not you suck. When he said you fucking up, you suck at close combat.
Yeah, he's like, and you pretty much telling when you about to attack.
Yeah.
He's like, you so easy to read, bro. Basically, you trash. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I had a feeling this nigga was colder than Jin.
His Taekyon. I don't know how the fuck you say it.
Taekyon.
But his martial arts is going to shit on Jin till maybe Jin gets his Chariot in that episode. Because I was like, before this episode started, I was like, okay, someone's getting their Chariot this episode.
Definitely.
I thought it was going to be Jin.
I thought it was going to be Jin, yeah. But it ended up being old girl.
Yeah. So Jin will probably be the last one to get it at this point then.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
You think so? When would they?
Well, because he just fucked someone up with a Chariot, no problem just now. That was supposed to be part of Nox.
You said Jin would get it last though?
I feel like Jin would get it out of him and Dewa, because I mean Ymira just got hers.
Yeah.
Probably Dewa next.
But Dewa ain't got no fight no time soon.
No, but he's still training.
True.
And then I feel like Jin would be the last one to get it. He's also the lead character.
True that.
I mean, maybe not, but if we were wrong, well, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just, since he didn't get it in this episode where you thought he would because his granddad, or we thought his granddad was taken, then it's probably gonna go the opposite way. He could be next, but I'm betting on Jin being the last one of the 3 to get it.
Gotcha. Huh. All right.
Because I mean, Day was gonna fight. Like Day wouldn't get to fight. Obviously, we're gonna see him fight.
Did he tell Mira she popped her cherry? I don't remember that.
What the fuck is this nigga keep talking about, bro?
I don't remember that.
Did he tell Mira she popped her cherry? I swear he did. Huh? Mm-hmm. What cherry? For what?
I don't know. That sound like.
What the fuck you talking about, Q?
Y'all don't know what he talking about. That's. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't see a Hyman get popped at any point in this episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, she got fucked up a few times. She did have a sword shoved in her side.
Oh yeah, he did stab the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, I think. I don't fucking know.
But yeah. But yeah, good episode, man. I'm looking forward to this next one because I think this fight. Hopefully, if Jin is able to stop bullshit and fight him for real, I think it's gonna be a good episode.
And hopefully they do what they did with this. Like, please let fights last longer because that was the fucking point of this anime is to watch dope fights. And these fights, for the most part, up until this episode, have been short as fuck, or we don't even see them.
Mm-hmm. Too short.
So speaking of too short, not the rapper. Next thing,
Food Wars. We on the same. I was just about to. All right.
So, Food Wars episode was. I mean, this was mostly story. There wasn't like any real cooking. I mean, there was cooking, but it was all real quick. It was.
It's gonna be a montage.
Yeah, it was
montage.
Just Soma,
Yukihiro
running through everybody pretty much that was left in front of him, and it's the semifinals. So Erina is going to be the finalist on the other side, and because she won her semifinal match, and this one is going to be Saiba versus Soma. Next episode, because that was going to be this episode, the way they were doing it.
Honestly, I thought it was about to cook this episode.
Yeah, because this episode was it like not much really happened. There's much story building, and then Megumin didn't have to say like not be friends with her anymore. She just had to give the blessing. Like that was like Saiba told her after she lost. You know what? I don't want you to have to not be friends with her. I want you to tell her that you give her the blessing to marry me. So now he's just being like, everyone wants me to marry you, and Erina's in her head like, oh, maybe it is the best for me to marry you. Maybe you're right. Maybe she doesn't. The God tongue isn't going to help her because she's literally tried everything, and that's all I have to offer with mine.
She clearly doesn't believe in Yukihiro.
Yeah.
Like that's some shit. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was like, you know, you gonna bone eventually, bro. Like, come on.
For real. So basically, I mean, it's like they turned this whole thing into like a battle for her.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is the last season, which is why I feel like they're rushing all this shit so much.
Yeah.
But I did feel like in the earlier seasons, of course, Yukihiro is going to end up with Erina. But it's like I didn't think it was gonna happen like this. Like it's literally gonna be a cook-off for this bitch's hand in marriage.
Yeah, there was a point where they were projecting like Megumi would get with him because she was like always just fawning over him. But I was like, no.
Yeah. So
that's not gonna happen.
They were all like enamored with how Saiba was cooking and shit with the cross knives and all that shit and how because like basically the cook-off was they had to combine all the 5 great cuisines, which was what like Chinese, Indian, Italian, and I forget the last 2.
Yeah.
But they got to make a dish combined of all these different cuisines or whatever. And he pretty much, I think he's already done cooking. And then Yukihiro was like, okay,
yeah,
y'all got me fucked up though. I'm about to. Oh, and we did get to see some more backstory on his mother too, which I thought was cool. I didn't really see much about his mom.
That was important too, because all these seasons, bro, we never knew shit about his mom.
Yep.
Now we know that she was a dope mom. She couldn't cook for
shit, but we found out how he got his scar on his eye.
Yeah, trying to cook.
He tried to catch a fish from falling off the table.
Yeah.
And he cracked his shit on the corner of the table.
She died when he was young. We don't know how she died. It was just it was all happy and shit, and all of a sudden they're just standing in front of it, and like the funeral scene, pretty much like she died. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, we didn't get context for that, but whatever. I mean, at this point, we're so late into it, we don't need it.
True.
But I mean, if you're gonna show her backstory, you might as well be like, this bitch died because she had cancer or something. Like, give us something.
Yeah.
Because now it's just like, oh, she died. How'd she die? We'll never know.
Never know.
But yeah, I mean, it was just all story this episode, which is cool. But they are definitely going really fast with this last season.
Definitely.
It's rushed for sure.
So I guess I'm expecting this next episode to probably be the best one of the season.
What? Actually, I'm curious now. What episode?
I think it's 11 next week. So maybe
it's
there's
probably
like
just 12 then. It's probably just 12 episodes.
12 or 13 maybe.
See, yeah.
But
this was 10. So next is 11. So it's I think it's just going to 12.
Probably 12, yeah.
Damn.
Huh.
So if we're looking at seasons,
overall for the season so far, it's been pretty.
Well, Fourth Plate was only 12 episodes too, though. Damn.
Was it?
Okay, so 24 for season 1, 13 season 2, 24 season 3. So 4 and 5 are only gonna be 12 episodes.
Huh.
Damn, man, come on, bro.
Interesting. They really rushing to wrap it up.
Loving Food Wars too, and they rushing the fuck out of this shit. But whatever.
Gotta find some more cooking fucking anime, bro.
I gotta say the one that makes me the most hype out of every week that you guys talk about is Pride Food Wars.
Really?
I think that's the way you guys talk about it and the crazy shit.
Yeah, see, but this one didn't have anything crazy happening.
This one was
so like other than just the mom. Oh, that wasn't crazy. Showing her, it was dope to get her backstory, but her dying and us not getting context on how the fuck she died. But whatever.
Everything up until the yes.
That shit was crazy.
Tony felt uncomfortable watching
bro,
that.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, it is crazy too, because you would think that show couldn't do no more to shock you. But no, like they took it another step further. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no.
Bruh. But I love Food Wars, man.
That's coming to an end, but it was a fun ride. I'm trying to think, what was my favorite? I think honestly, just the shock factor of season 1 was probably my favorite season.
Facts.
I'm just watching like, what
is going on?
Is happening, bro?
Orgasmic ass food. Like I want to try this
season
shit.
Season 1's definitely my favorite.
Love that show. What these Q said? Okay, so back to God of High School. Q said when she was getting healed. Oh, healed like healed. Okay, he said I see you finally popped your cherry.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you asked me to quote shit?
I don't remember that. I mean, I remember getting healed.
I remember. Yeah. Because she got her cherry up. But does that? Well, I mean, because he doesn't have his, unless he does, and he's just not showing it yet.
Who said that? Jen? Jen said that?
Yeah, because pretty sure it was Jen.
Or was it Dawa?
No, Dawa wouldn't have said that.
But Dawa was on the sideline with it, right? Because Jen was in the ring.
But Jen, no, because Jen went over her first.
Yeah, I know.
When she was laying down.
But I remember
he was talking about that. No, I remember something like that. But he's saying that like so he might already have his cherry and just not used it yet.
Oh, maybe he already trained and already has it.
So maybe he has it. We just don't know. Because I was just saying that he may be the last to get it. Maybe he already has one. He just hasn't used it yet.
How many days has it been? Because we don't know the passage of time.
We don't know how fast they be going in this shit.
I assume it's like 5 minutes.
It could have been 2 months. It could have been 2 days. Well, it's more than 2. It has to be on 2 days. Yeah. But we have no fucking clue.
Interesting. He probably already got it.
Yeah. All right. So next we got Decadence. Let's see what happened.
Decadence.
Oh yeah, this was a dope episode. So
Decadence is
Kabu
a black horse.
and Natsume invaded the Godot factory. Kabu in his actual avatar named Kabu. And so Natsume is with him again. And he's just telling her, just focus on the objective. Everything else is a distraction. It's not going to make sense. Just fucking go. She's like, okay. But she didn't really think anything of it until they actually get into the factory. And she's like, the fuck? Because she's seeing people and, like, there's no Godal anywhere. But then they're going through zones. Zones being what the Godals expand out of themselves. And that's how they use their little flying shit.
Oh, yeah. And they did that because they started burning all the Godal shit. And it was sending fumes up into the water that was under the factory.
The Oxyon.
And so they polluted the water. And it made the Godals react in expanding their zones and shit. Yeah.
Because the water was really polluted. And so, defensively, they put their zones out.
Yeah. So everybody was in there tripping, too. Like, what the fuck is going on? They was trying to figure it out. Couldn't nobody figure out what the fuck was going on.
It was a dope episode. Like, there was a lot that happened.
Yeah, they ran into I don't never remember that guy's name.
No, but he's like the administrator. He's like the game administrator that makes sure everyone follows the rules. Like if you don't follow the rules,
when he popped up, that shit was crazy because they float and this nigga just standing there.
Yeah, and he just dropped, bro. Just the way he moves around is always funny. He's just always standing still and just teleporting and shit.
Bro, he was about to beat the brakes off that ass.
I thought Natsume was dead as fuck
on everything
when he had his arm through, but they ended up being a clone because
she hacked his vision.
Yeah. So they got this girl that hacks shit. That's one of the cyborgs that's in the prison, and she's the reason that they're able to get into the game Decadence.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up cloning, I guess mirror images really of Natsume and Kabu.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was actually cloning them or fucking with his.
She hacked his vision.
She hacked his vision.
Mm-hmm.
So he was seeing mirror images of them.
Yeah. That shit was dope.
And they were eventually able to get past that. Oh, it's because the water.
The water from the
water from the Godal, like that shit started. The factory started imploding, And so water's coming in, shit was coming in.
Yeah, and just to give you more context on that, this Godal factory is in the middle of a lake.
Yeah.
So it's like they have their facility above, but it's a lot of it's underneath the water as well.
Lake. It could be, yeah.
Because they showed that tunnel they were running through.
Yeah.
To get to it, yeah. So yeah, that episode was dope. Like I didn't think it was gonna go that fast. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be.
It went fast, but I didn't feel like it was rushed. Like,
yeah.
It for me, it didn't bother me because we also got context on because that was only half the episode too. Because the other half we also had them in the prison.
Right.
Oh
yeah,
like
with
the other administrators coming in.
Yeah.
And then the snaky fuck that was the traitor,
the Maynard looking motherfucker.
Because he call him Maynard.
I can't think of
fuck. It's like Sarky.
Sarky, that's it.
But Maynard's way better because everyone knows Maynard.
Yeah, he looks just like him.
Maynard's the fucking tow truck in Cars, so he's dead ass the Maynard character.
Maynard,
except
bro.
he's
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy.
Bro.
Except he's fucking alcoholic, bro.
So yeah, like. So while all that shit was going on in the prison, the surfing dude, like he was just sitting back, like, yeah, we gonna take over, bro. It's me and you. Da, da, da. Yep. So he really just got in this dude's head, bro. It's really just brainwashed him, and he really still thinking he gonna be a hero and thinking that he's really helping the situation when he's not.
Hero?
Stupid, bro.
Yeah.
So basically, he does end up getting shot. Oh, when the other dudes came in, like they started blasting motherfuckers.
Oh shit!
I was like, damn.
Cool. Like not even like any resistance, just drop. Like laser, bap, dead.
Yeah, they shot Maynard. He got hit, and he was like, "Yo, help me! Like, we gotta go, we gotta escape." He's like, "Nigga, fuck you! I'm done with your ass, bro. I'm about to go, bro. I'm good."
Yeah, because when he said, because then he had a flashback on Kabu and saying how he's got to go past his limit.
Yeah,
I thought that he was gonna try and do something to fight Snake Dude.
Bro, I did too.
Nope.
I thought.
Go ahead, Tony. You described this part way better than I would.
Bro, I thought he was about to bang. I was like, oh, he about to look stupid as fuck fighting. I wonder how he looked fighting. But anyway, him releasing his limit and doing what only he could do in that moment was blowing up the Godal factory. So basically, he removed his limit by taking one of the Oxyon things or whatever the fuck. He took his own limiter out, put it in like an Oxyon thing and shot it up his ass. And
bro, there's some
liminal
subliminal messaging in this episode.
He starts spitting.
Apparently, in the future, when we're all cyborgs, we're gonna love getting fucking ass shots all the time.
For real, bro.
Like that's gonna be our energy
that
source.
shit was weird.
Yeah, bro.
But he jumped into the Godal shit processor and then just blew the whole shit up and then sent this explosion straight up. And it just blew.
Straight up booty nuke, bro.
Booty nuke, for real. That's what it is, a booty nuke.
That's what caused all the water.
That's what caused all the water to cake. Yeah. So, and then old dude, the big purple dude, was like, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right, whatever.
So yeah, but we gotta speak on him. He was beating the fuck out of everybody too. He was going in,
slapping everybody. He was using his gun. Like the administrators could do shit to him. Mm-hmm. And then did he end up fighting the Snake Dude? Because I remember he
threw him through a wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he threw him down the little grinder, the poop grinder.
Yeah.
He threw him down that.
He was like, I like, because the Snake Dude was like, yeah, I like the way things were. He's like, oh, well, since you like shit so much, let me send you where the shit is. And like, he threw this motherfucker through a wall.
Down the shit well. The poo well.
That shit was crazy, bro.
So that was a dope episode.
It was. I'm curious what's gonna happen too, because like the hacker chick did warn Kabu that Natsume's mind might break from seeing the truth.
Yeah, that she's part of a fucking game.
Yeah, because Kabu did say like, yo, everything you're seeing, like the Godal, my avatar, my body, everything's manufactured. Because she was like, why? This isn't a nest. This isn't a Godal nest. Like, well, who are these people? What is this facility? Like, so she already asking questions. Yep. I think her mind about to
her brain at the end of it.
Yeah, she about to probably be in
just think
house.
Like real life too. Like if Leo is suddenly just like, yo, bro, this is all simulation. He just unplugs the chip, just
bro, on everything.
Over. Oh shit!
Or bro,
yeah.
You guys mentioned that.
Oh my god.
Like, oh god damn.
Fuck. Bro, I don't know what I would do. I really don't.
Like, whoop, time to go. Never mind.
I would
like just like commit a bunch of crimes and shit. Just
like fuck it. Stupid shit. Everything. Go rob a bank. Go change the climate.
The Matrix.
Make it cooler out here. Yeah,
some people have their conspiracies. We living in the Matrix. Fuck it. We in decadence, bro.
Low key.
Who does a cyborg? It's Aaron. It's for sure Aaron. Aaron's a cyborg.
I can see it.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's just looking back and forth now. He doesn't know what to do.
So Decadence was good.
Yeah,
What's
Decadence
next?
was dope.
What,
we
Rent a
got
Girlfriend?
we got Rent a we got Rent a Girlfriend next. So last episode was the Christmas Eve episode where he got a gift from Chizuru. This episode was basically Ruka crashing the party because every week they got the thing where Kazuya and Chizuru meet his grandma, and this episode is meeting the grandma and his parents, and basically Ruka just crashed it because when she was that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So first off, she rents a love room, which is basically just they go to a motel and get a flop house. They go to a flop house, bro.
That's what. Yeah.
They pretty much just go to a hotel to fuck, and she gets a room. And at first she's like, "Oh no, I don't want this to happen." And then he's like, "Oh, it's not happening." And then he turns around, and she's like, "I will bust in me, bro. That's what your mama wants. She just wants an air. Come bust in these guts." That's all she wanted.
Yo, he wasn't about it though.
And, bro, Kazuya's such a bitch.
Bro,
He be saying, "Oh, I want to do it," and then he runs away. I'm like, "Bro, make up your goddamn mind. You trying to fuck or nah?"
I'm gonna be real, man. If she took me somewhere like that and was like, "Put it in me," it's a wrap. Ain't nothing to think about.
It's done.
Like, bro. I mean,
So yeah, he couldn't do it, and then oh yeah, because he ran to the bathroom having a panic attack.
Unfortunate.
And she went on to his phone and reads his phone like his grandma saying some shit, and she like glowed. She glow up.
Oh God.
She had a little glow up, and she's like,
so she left, and this thing
did.
came out
With his phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he comes out and is like, what? Where did this
Did she
bitch go?
take his phone?
I don't think she did.
No, she didn't
but
take
she
his
saw his. She did see the message.
She saw the message, so she was there when he met up with Chizuru to meet his grandma, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. And he lied and said she was a pathological liar.
Because she kept saying, she just said over and over and over again to the grandma, "I'm his girlfriend, I'm his girlfriend, I'm his girlfriend," and they didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
And so Chizuru pulled Ruka aside, and then he took his grandma took him aside, and the grandma started fucking hounding him, saying shame on you pretty much. And then because he's always got some bullshit to save his ass, yet looping the other person, saying she's a pathological liar.
Yep.
And saying that she's like Chizuru's best friend, like childhood friend.
yeah.
And that Chizuru's just too nice to say no or anything.
Right.
So the whole episode is just the grandma and the parents staring at Ruka smiling. That's not the whole episode, but staring at her smiling and just like faking it.
Yeah.
And then Ruka pulls him aside and is like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then he tells her that he told his grandma that.
Yeah.
And so that's when she runs off with the
grandmother. Yeah, like they're by themselves and like they don't know where the fuck they went. Cause wasn't the grandpa that came up saying they were missing or some shit?
The dad.
The dad.
Yeah.
And they was like, "Oh shit, we gotta find him." She's probably telling her ass.
So they split up.
So Ruka was about to tell her.
Yeah, because Ruka also in the beginning called out Chizuru for, "Oh, you really do like him, huh? Because this isn't just a rent-a-girlfriend thing. You could have ended this at any point if it didn't matter to you. Obviously, this matters." So now Chizuru's in her head about maybe she does really like him and all that shit.
Which she does.
We already know eventually they're gonna end up together.
This is like the extreme of just playing fucking games.
Yeah,
this is crazy. It's like lie on top of lie.
This anime was really funny at first, but at the point now it's really predictable now. Where now I'm just kind of like, I don't care if I watch it. Like I'm still going to just to have something to talk about, but it's not. I don't care as much because you just know where it's going now every time.
And I haven't watched it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you read how far ahead? How much further ahead are you in the manga?
I think the show might be where I am on the manga. So
on the next episode, or like this last episode is where you finished? I
think this last episode is where I finished.
Okay.
And I will say too, because Q just said something too. Granny feeling the renter girlfriend. She want the draws. So I do want to comment on that because her attraction to her is really uncanny to me. It's really weird that grandmother is so like
she's just infatuated
her,
with the thought of her being like her granddaughter-in-law.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't get it though. I was like, why is she so hung on her though? Because if Ruka was saying that she's actually, it is weird to me. I don't know. Like
I guess because she got like a sentimental attachment to the first person who she thinks fell in love and has treated her grandson so nice. Like she just puts her on a pedestal.
Was that in this episode? Or, I wonder if they put it in the anime or not. But there was a scene with Mizuhara and the grandmother in the wash house. Has that happened? It hasn't happened.
No,
All right.
that wasn't this episode. Wasn't that earlier? I feel
Was
like
it?
earlier.
Cause
No, I definitely feel like that happened at some point.
maybe
But
it hasn't happened.
yeah, that was when they were staying at the hotel. Or not the
Yeah.
hotel. They went on the little like vacation kind of thing. Both
Oh,
their
yeah, and they
grandmas
put 'em in the
went,
same room.
and they ended up sleeping in the same room. So
Yeah.
yeah, that happened that episode.
That's when I thought it was weird.
What way? What do you mean?
Because I can't remember if it was different from the manga or not, but like that conversation they were having was weird to me, and how the grandmother was like, it was just weird. I don't.
I mean, this whole anime at this point, it's weird, but he's just simping so hard. Now it's just annoying. Like, it was funny at first because like there were points I could relate. This point, I'm like, nah, I can't relate, nigga. You stupid. Just stop.
Because I wouldn't even brought Autumn into it. Period.
Bro, you got a girl that literally rented a room to fuck you.
Come on. And you didn't do it.
And you find her attractive.
And you didn't do it.
And you didn't do it. And she's literally your girlfriend for now.
Literally.
Bro.
You can fuck anytime.
Bro.
You don't have to make an appointment. You can fuck her at
She
any
made
point.
the appointment.
Exactly. She wants to.
She booked the hotel.
Bruh. What's the
that's
problem?
the easiest dick appointment. You already there.
Come on, bruh.
You already there. It's done. It's done. And you said, nah, bro. But that's pretty much it for Rent a Girlfriend. Like,
That's what it was. Q said it. That's what she watched her coochie. Yes.
Wait, what?
That. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah.
That was odd as fuck. That's
she,
what.
yeah, she was watching all of it. Yeah, I was like, I remember that now. Yeah,
That's what it was.
I'm glad we got Q for context because I be forgetting shit.
Yeah.
Well, because that was also a couple episodes ago too. That's why I forgot as well.
I was like, oh my god, this is what is going on? But anyway, I was like, maybe the grandma used to be bisexual or is bisexual. Maybe she.
I think grandma just wants to fuck.
Low key, man.
Mizuhara and Chizuru the same person. She has Chizuru for her school name. Mizuhara is her Rent-A-Girlfriend name.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, moving on.
Yeah, so we got Fire Force.
Fire Force was pretty good. They gave a lot of. So Shinra beat the shit out of the demon in 1 second, like you said. So basically,
That was a dope sequence too.
the lady in black.
That's what she is. That's her name right now.
Gave him her grace, which was equivalent to 1 second, and that was all he needed apparently. And this motherfucker did what I thought he was gonna do. He turned into particles and shit, basically time traveling, moving faster than the speed of fucking light.
Yep.
So fast that time moves backwards. And
Which would make you think that he could hack for longer than a second.
Exactly. So maybe he was hacking. I don't know. But then, you know what I'm saying? He just booted the fuck out this dude, sent him flying.
It was like just a continuous reboot. He boot, reboot, boot, reboot, boot. I was like, okay,
beat the fuck out of him. And in that moment though, he disappeared. So it was 1 second to everybody else, but to him it was like fucking, I don't know, 5 minutes of shit.
It was long, but it was dope.
But he actually, with his Adola link, was able to see where that demon originated from when he was human. So it showed that demon when he was human, he was wandering across the the desert or whatever, and he made his way to the rift, but he couldn't get through it. So it was literally like an invisible wall that was there, and so he basically was like just really distraught because he lost his family, all his riches.
He had nothing, nothing.
So he's like, I can't even get through the wall. What the fuck? So then
Lo and
that's
behold,
when the evangelist goes through.
Yep.
And he's like, who the fuck is you? Are you God? What the fuck? So she sends.
Basically, she don't even say nothing.
She
She looks at him, smiles.
Sends a bee at this motherfucker.
Yep, one of the little firebugs
Little
that
insect.
turned you infernal.
And he turns into an inferno. He's like, oh, I'm a god now, and I'm gonna do. So yeah.
Little did he know,
Yeah.
he was not gonna love life.
Not at all. That motherfucker was finally put to rest by Shinra.
This made me realize too is Ogun is the strongest character out of this group.
Yes.
Shinra ain't shit without his Adola Burst. Literally, he ain't shit without his Adola Burst.
100%.
So that makes me really happy because
Happy as
Ogun
shit.
is my favorite character in this anime, and I'm sad because the end of this episode they went back to the mainland. They all separated. And
Yeah.
all I want is Ogun now. I want an Ogun show.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
give a
want
fuck
that.
about Shinra now.
I don't at all. They need to make a fucking anime centering on that firehouse.
Give me an Ogun show,
Just
bro.
want that.
It's so dope.
But yeah,
back abs. How do you have back abs?
back
Bro.
abs is dope. Bro, you. Hey, I'm gonna show you.
Yo, let me do some Supermans real quick. I'll do a bunch of Supermans, and I'll show you some back abs.
Fucking back abs, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. But what else happened? We kind of got more context on who she was too. The lady in black.
Well, because she was just a regular ass person.
She was a
pretty
human.
much. Yeah,
she
was
said
human.
she was human at one point. She came through the rift with the evangelist actually, and basically the same shit that happened to that demon was the same shit that happened to her. Like she was turned into a inferno or whatever the fuck, but she used her power to make that oasis. Basically, it was like a hospice.
Well, she didn't go infernal. She just became
Right.
she's one of the chosen one, like Shinra. Basically, she got a bug and she didn't go infernal. She became a pillar.
Yeah, really.
And so basically, the tabernacles, because they're calling it the tabernacle, it's basically another Amaterasu. And so what the pillars mean, not only your sacrifice, because it made me think of Full Metal Alchemist,
Yeah.
where they needed the people that had seen the
other side.
The other
door.
side were used as sacrifices. Basically, if so Shinra, and we have, I forget how many pillars we have. So we have
Shinra,
Lady in Black,
brother.
we have Shinra, we have Sho, we have the other girl that's in the Evangelist, and then we have the one that's in the Amaterasu in the city.
Which he thinks is actually Amaterasu.
Which he believes is actually not the name of the thing, it's the name of the person in it. And the person in it he believes is the one that has gone into his head and controlled him. Mm-hmm. And she's just resentful of humans in general.
Right.
And that's why she just wants, like, when she has taken over Shinra, it's just to kill everybody.
Right.
I was like, oh shit.
I thought one thing too that was interesting was the fact that they had the villain dressed in white and then the lady in black, and she's actually a good guy.
Yeah, they had her looking evil as fuck, and she was good.
I assumed she was evil as shit, but she's not. But yeah, that I thought it was crazy. Like that the Oasis was basically a hospice. She said she made that because I made this one spot in preparation for what's to come, like the Great Cataclysm.
She already
just so
knows,
y'all can have. So
have
she,
something.
Yeah. So
she can get back in some way.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, Brad, I never have sleeves on. Or Chef Asshole, sorry. His alter ego. I don't wear sleeves, bro. Sleeves don't exist on my body. I flex and they pop off. You know what I'm saying?
Still part of the power up, bro.
Yeah, bro. I did the push-ups earlier and they just came off.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck are we talking about?
DeLorean.
Oh, anyway,
DeLorean?
Fire Force was a dope episode, man. I think they got back to the homeland and everything, and then I think shit's pretty much going back to normal. They're going to continue the investigation.
Because I want Ogun in every episode.
Yeah.
Because I know we'll get him again.
Yeah, we're going to come back.
Put him with the 8th. Like, just be like temporarily, like they did with Old Girl.
Oh, that's
Put him temporarily with the 8th. I forgot
they mentioned this. The shit with the arrows being the keys, being equivalent to the flash drive that dude stole. Before. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know what the fuck going to happen, man. I really like the fact that I don't know what the fuck going to happen.
I like that too. I just want more Ogun. Well, I'm curious if the next thing is going to the Amaterasu and Shinra confirming whether or not that is her. I think that's the next thing.
Gotta be. He seems more adept at doing that now too. Like doing that link.
Yeah, I think he's getting a feel for it, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the next step. Is him going straight up to that shit and seeing if he can link with her. Mm-hmm. That just makes the most sense.
Yeah, they got a whole conspiracy to.
They might have a couple fillers first, which is annoying though, because this was like a little mini arc kind of thing.
I feel like
I feel like the whole arc is him figuring out the tabernacle. That is the whole arc right now.
That too. I think this next thing is gonna be them figuring out what the church is hiding. That whole conspiracy.
Oh
thing.
yeah, true.
Because they definitely hiding some shit. Like, so I think that's what is gonna happen as well. But yeah, all in all, I think they ended on a good note and it's starting off on a good note on whatever the next thing is gonna be.
Yeah, no more talking animals for a bit. That was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it was once it was introduced, I was like, okay, fuck it, it's anime, that happens, and so I could vibe with it. But at the same time, I was like, bro, we got a talking mole and crow.
Yeah.
It's like, I bet.
He was like, he gonna dig 1,000 holes so he can get stronger. 1,000 holes a day.
All right.
Like, bro,
next week, we just see this cock diesel giant ass mole with fucking steel. Oh, there's a Pokemon like
that. My man, like, how I knew my man, okay, I was like, yo, he's a nigga. I was like, he's a true nigga. Because when they was coming back, he was like, yo, that gas is dope, ain't it? You know, like when they was all high and shit. All them motherfuckers was high as shit again.
Oh, man.
He was like, yo, that gas is pretty fun, bro. I was like, yo, he be cheating.
Yeah. Oh, I love that shit.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, he's... God, I need him in every episode, bro.
Yeah,
I need him in every episode. He's such a good character.
Dope. Oh, one thing too I did discover probably like a couple weeks ago about Ogun is his name is actually African and is named after like a mythical
oh, that's right.
African entity or whatnot. That I think he was known for like doing like blacksmith stuff, like forging weapons and shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it makes sense. Metal mastery. Yeah.
Fuck.
So
it works so perfectly.
It's really in line with what he does normally.
I want that to be my name in video games now.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna name my characters.
Bro, I named my gun on Warzone Ogun now. Like all my shit gonna be Ogun, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
But yeah, that's just one fun little fact about his name. But yeah, so Fire Force is dope. I want Ogun and moving on.
Everyone else can kick rocks. All right, moving on. We got Misfit at Demon King Academy. Excuse me.
You don't remember what happened?
No, I do. I just watched it. I remember. I just trying to remember where to start off. So basically, we had the exams today in this episode. This because they just got to. Everyone from the Demon King Academy has now arrived at the Hero Academy, and they are having their little playful competition. But you know it's rigged. Like from the start, you know it's fucking rigged. And they have who's the highest rated third year compete against
The
three. Well, before that, they do like a little mini thing to show off their magic on like a sword or like a broken sword and on
a mouse.
On a mouse.
It was a rat or some shit.
Yeah, so the hero did a shit on a sword to make it
Thought that was
like,
funny.
grow into actual sword, and then the demon dude was supposed to do something on a mouse, but he got shown the fuck up
He was
because
struggling,
they
bro.
made it so you can't use demon powers.
Yeah.
And then of course, Aldo's got to show he OP as shit, don't give a fuck, and he's first like, y'all stupid, you can't see this. Takes off the holy
Snap his
power
finger.
from that, snaps his finger, and then the rat just becomes this giant mutated purple demon rat.
And his tail was like a man-eating flower.
Yeah, I was
like,
like,
what
yo,
the fuck?
I was like, okay, goddamn.
That shit was crazy. And then the sword turned into a heavenly sword.
Yeah, right.
And they was like, how the fuck he doing that if he a demon? Like,
Because I'm the GOAT, bro.
fuck you think you talking to?
And then now the royalists hate him even more. I'm just like, all right, how much can you hate this nigga? Okay, woo, he a misfit, hybrid, whatever.
Right.
Obviously, this nigga the Demon King, bro.
Bruh.
He show all you up every
Obviously.
single goddamn time.
Obviously.
Like I understand the anime. Yeah, you gotta have sword and all that, but especially when he's just showing out all the time, how long can you believe that this nigga ain't the fucking Demon King,
Come on, bro.
Like, come on now.
It's getting to a point where it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, and he does nothing to hurt anybody.
No.
At all. He's not bothering nobody, bro.
He does show off. So
But-
I guess you can be mad he's showing off, but you can't deny, like, obviously this nigga the strongest and the best, bro. Like,
Facts.
come on now. Like, your highest rated third year ain't got shit. And he wants to deny him the title of Demon King. Now, something does happen later where he kind of relinquishes that in a way.
True. Yeah, so what? The part 2 was them doing the whole
The underwater kind of duel thing.
Yeah. Which they got bodied.
Yes, it was led by so it should have been the teacher almost actually made Aldos do it,
yeah.
but then the third year spoke up and said, no, this is our pride's on the line, your pride's on the line, you're our teacher, we should be the ones to do it. And she's like, okay, and they have a whole cheer, and it was all happy, and we're like, oh, we're gonna do this, woo. No, the fuck they're not. Nah. They make a castle underwater so the demons' powers, like, they have the castle and the heroes kind of have this attack thing. They made a castle. That shit got fucked up. Now, it was rigged again.
Yeah, they put
holy water.
Yeah, they put holy water in the water.
It's the lake was holy water. They had a vessel in the lake that was like
it's pretty much a filter.
Yeah, a filter for the holy water.
It's just filtering holy water into the water.
I mean, the heroes were also wearing fucking holy gear pretty much.
Yeah.
So like they were at a triple disadvantage.
Yeah. So it's them being demons, of course, the holy water fucked with them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And a lot of their magic was nullified, and then
Yep.
they also couldn't like sense each other, so they were fucked from the start.
Yep. Body.
So they get fucked. They got slashed by the holy sword, and you can't be healed.
Yeah.
Apparently, with demon powers.
The hero's teacher, he was like, "Yo, shit. I mean, I thought y'all was gonna be on y'all shit out here. Like, if y'all that weak, it ain't my fault.
Yeah. And then
Don't come bitching to me."
And Aldos is like, "Oh, word." He goes over to the dude that got the third year, that's like the highest rated one, that got fucked up, and tells the teacher, "Don't worry, I can heal it." And then this nigga slaps his hand and says, "I don't want you healing me, nigga.
Don't touch me.
Fuck who you are.
Don't touch me."
Yeah,
Bro, it's so.
And then he's like, "Do you really want to disrespect your teacher like that?" And then the teacher gives him puppy dog eyes. He gets puppy dog eyes back, and he's like, "Okay, fuck it." So then he heals him, and then he calls out the holy water in the lake and blah blah. And the teacher, the hero teacher, just says, "We just had home field advantage. Obviously, we take advantage of the situation." And Alice goes, "Oh, word!" And he's like, "Let me take care of this holy water."
Oh, but
and
he raised all of them out of the water first.
Oh,
before
true,
he
yeah.
healed them.
He did get all of them so they wouldn't get killed.
Yeah.
To save them.
So yeah, all right, yeah.
He says, "I bet." And he's like, "Oh, it's gonna take forever for you to get rid of this holy water." He's like, "Give me 5 minutes." He didn't need 5 minutes. He needed 5 seconds. He goes over the water.
Bro,
does a Vegeta Big Bang.
Bro, it looked like that big ass energy ball Frieza used to blow up Vegeta.
The death ball.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was.
He does a big ass death ball, throws it into the lake, and all the water
Evaporates that shit.
gone as fuck.
Gone.
Yeah, it was a supernova, bro.
Supernova like a motherfucker.
This shit was dope.
So now they're gonna have a battle at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, like that ass. I don't know, just to prove he's a Demon King, shouldn't even. I know it's supposed to be 10 people, but he's like, "Nah, I have 10. Y'all just chill. Don't do nothing.
It's like
don't do nothing. Let me do everything. Y'all don't have to do a goddamn thing."
Just chill.
And he just just fuck them all up. Like I want him to really show out.
Yeah.
So
they ended it on that.
Yeah. Well, because we had 3 of the hero canon Jurgas.
Yeah.
Or Jurga hero cannons. And the previous episode we had a girl that was a third year lead Aldous around the school, and we find out that she's their secret weapon. She's probably the 4th heart of hero canon. So,
like I said, I low key think she is the reincarnation of him.
because she did say to him, "It's not what you thought he was." So maybe she's meaning as you said, just meaning a gender change.
Yeah.
But I feel like it has to be more than that.
And I feel like it is, but I also feel like.
Maybe
her.
Yeah. Like maybe she's the one that has the most, or she has some kind of recollection or something. I don't know, but it's definitely different.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But that's the only thing I can think, because we also found out that it was a lie that he was killed by humans. Remember, he was talking to the cat, his boy in his room. He's like, "Yo, I figured out that was a lie. Like he wasn't
either
killed.
a lie or it's just being hidden, and so it can't be found anymore." So she really does know that he was killed by a human. So. Maybe she really is the one, as you said. But it wouldn't have been recorded anywhere.
Right.
So that's also the other possibility too.
It's gonna be interesting.
So either one. So obviously someone's lying.
Who is that cat? Is that Mel Heist? Or is that his name? The cat?
The older. That's not. No, isn't the cat?
Or was that the cat? Was the other one?
The first one, I believe.
The first one. Okay. Yeah. Got you.
The one with the skull mask.
There we go. Him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cause I was like, who is cat, bro? But yeah,
this shit.
It's coming together. Though.
It's getting, I'm still enjoying the fuck out of this show. This episode was a lot less hype, but it was. It was
still enjoyable.
And obviously too, the half spirit, half demon girl is going to give that sword to Lei.
Oh, I forgot about that. They went on a
had
date.
That little love sequence. Yeah, they had the date. They had the necklace, and Lei gives no fucks. He gave her the necklace, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna get married." Lei's like. Okay, whatever. And she's all blushing. He's like, I'll just give her a necklace, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I like that attitude.
Yeah. Lei gives no fucks, which is
For
great.
real.
Because neither does Aldous.
But yeah.
But I pretty much wraps up that episode. Last but not least, easily our favorite right now.
Fucking Zero. I love this fucking anime.
ReZero is so fucking good, man.
Easily my favorite of the season.
Yeah, ReZero starting life in another world. Yeah, bro. This.
First is Ogun, then it's ReZero. Ogun is a character.
Yeah, Ogun's
just
a
him.
character.
But the anime ReZero, bro, is so fucking dope, bro.
We
so
got a lot of story this episode.
For real. And it the weight is bro, like for this nothing keeps my attention like that, bro. Like
I know
I love action in an anime, but for them to keep my attention with just dialogue and talking. Bro, it was so fucking
We're also
dope.
really invested in his character. All the shit we've seen him go through, we're really invested. So I know a lot of people, too, haven't watched this. There's a lot of people that have watched this anime because the whole Remu waifu thing. But a lot of people, it's hard to get into because the first 3 episodes are just
be patient. Expand your horizons.
It's the 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes, yes, I understand, can be kind of hard to get to because you just think you're watching some stupid love story, but you're not. Just get through those 3 and then watch this anime, bro.
There's so many layers,
bruh.
So many. My God, bro. Look.
When you gonna start crying?
Look. So fucking good, bro.
Oh shit. Yo, Echidna new waifu, bro. Echidna best girl.
She is.
Echidna best girl.
Yeah, she is.
But I know for sure there's some bullshit that's gonna come with Echidna. You know she's setting some shit up, especially with the way she said that shit after he's like the third time you come. Yeah, bro. She too sly. She greedy. She greedy.
I guess we got to, because I ain't really said nothing about the episode.
Let's get into it.
But yeah, so basically it opens up with him back in the little dreamland at the witch's castle with the witch tea party. He's talking to Echidna and basically just probing her for information, trying to figure out how to, like, what the fuck the rabbits were.
Well, because the last episode ended with him saying, talking about how he's died over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And so he feels safe and comfortable now that he can say anything here. Yeah. No danger.
Yeah. And so he was like, she tells him that the great rabbit is one of the mob beasts, the 3 mob beasts that the witch of gluttony.
Yeah, so
created,
which were the white whale, which he's already killed, the
black serpent,
or black snake or black serpent.
I thought it was black serpent.
Maybe it was black serpent. Okay, and then the great rabbit.
And the great rabbit, and not great in size, but just great in number, because it was like
and the hardest one to kill.
The hardest one to kill, basically because the sheer numbers of it, it's just, and it can multiply itself.
It can multiply infinitely, instantly.
Yeah. And so
and they all share one mind. It's like a hive mind.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. So anyway, he is talking to her and wants to figure out how to kill it. So she was like, well, if you want, I can bring forth the witch of, what was it? What's her shit?
Wait, who? She said the Witch of Gluttony. Echidna?
Is that her?
Yeah, because the Witch of Gluttony, she said, don't remove her restraints.
Yeah.
And
don't look
touch
at her.
Don't make eye contact with her. Don't touch her. So I thought she was the next one that comes.
I thought it was the first one.
And then we get
the Witch of Pride.
We get the Witch of Pride, which we don't know which witch that is until later when she tells us. We get Typhon, who's this little ass girl with blue hair and like a blue dress. Like, oh, she's cute and shit.
And he's just looking at her.
And she touches him. And I was like, oh shit, what's
Stop.
gonna happen?
What are you doing?
Nothing happens, you think.
But no.
And then she pulls away. And she's like, let's see if you feel no pain. Pulls his arm off. He felt no. So it wasn't like that. He lost his shit because she ripped his arm off. He lost his to pain. He lost his shit because he just suddenly
sees saw it. He saw it.
His arm is missing and she's holding it, and he just starts freaking the fuck out. And then she rips his fucking leg off. Or his foot
is just shattered like glass.
His leg shatters like glass. Then his whole body.
Then his whole body just fell apart.
And he's on the ground. You just see like half of his face like this.
And he's just stuck.
Like this, just talking. And you're like, God damn. What the
like,
fuck?
Bruh,
he's stuck in this world shattered.
Right. And I thought it was Gluttony. I thought it was her.
Yeah, me too.
And so,
it made no sense, but I was like, oh, God damn.
Then the next shit comes out, the Witch of Pride.
Witch of Wrath. Witch of Pride was first.
Yeah.
It was Typhon.
Minerva?
Witch of Wrath. Minerva came second.
Yeah. And she like basically beat the fuck out of him to heal him.
She came in with a fucking falcon punch from the sky into the ground. And apparently she punches the ground and then just like starts punching his parts, crying. She's just in tears, but it's like apparently she's just so angry she's crying.
Yeah.
And
she's passionate.
Putting them together. I was like, this bitch Sailor Moon.
Right.
Patching them up together. And he's like, thanks. She's in and out real quick. Comes
she
in,
gone.
saves him, angry as fuck, crying, and leaves. I was like, okay.
Then we get Gluttony.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is definitely her. Now I see restraint.
She's in a she's in a tomb, not a tomb, a coffin.
Like a coffin, yeah.
Like one of those torture coffins.
And it can walk.
Yeah.
They're like
and
spider legs or some shit.
And it's her just like basically. Were her hands out? No, her hands were
down.
down. Yeah, her hands were down. Never mind. Her hands were down.
And her eyes were covered.
Yeah, covered, restrained, and she just basically fiending for him, saying how much she was gonna like him. So she backed off at first, but then she just kept getting close to him.
Yo, she was a little creepy.
She was creepy as fuck. Yeah.
But yeah, they basically get into the conversation. He's like, "Why the fuck did you create him?"
The mobbyists.
Yeah, and what did she say? She said it was because she felt like that everything deserved to.
You're gonna hear our cat in the background, Marvin.
See, even Marvin don't like her.
Yeah, no. She basically said she made it to feed humans, but she also said at the same time,
if we must eat to stay alive, then it wouldn't make sense to deny that we must kill to survive.
Yeah, so
Meaning
basically it's gonna kill until you kill it,
yeah.
and it'll feed. And it was saying how it could feed an infinite amount of people. You can have the rabbit reproduce infinitely and kill all the rabbits at once, and you can feed countless people. Or you have the white whale, which you can kill and feed countless people, so that you just always have food. But you have to be able to kill to do so.
Yeah, and like in her own twisted way, she thought she was doing humanity a favor. But that motherfucker's just been wreaking havoc for 400 years.
Yeah, and we still haven't seen the Black Serpent either, so we don't know what the fuck that's like.
So yeah, but basically to kill it, you have to kill all of the rabbits at the same time.
Yeah.
Which they said was like the equivalent to trying to evaporate rain.
Yeah,
like and all the drops of rain.
And what she said, what they were attracted to is mana, like large amounts of mana. Being so obviously it's gonna be like Emilia.
Yeah.
We're we gotta get about that end part too. So I'm like, oh shit, because that was dope. Because I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I don't either. But the other thing,
so hype,
so fucking dope. The other thing that she mentioned was that the Witch of Gluttony. She mentioned that it leaves a field. So basically, she said that the gray rabbit just leaves a field, an open field, nothing's there, and that's when it clicked in his mind that the rabbits ate all the villagers and shit.
Oh yeah.
So because they kind of flashed back to that. But my thing was, I'm like, as gory as it was when they ate him, I was like, there was no blood. Because I thought that the rabbits might have did it.
Maybe they licked it all up. I don't fucking know.
And their clothes were left, which I thought was weird. So I was like,
they clean eaters, bro.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They ripped this motherfucker apart. I was like, how? I don't. But anyway, like a. Anyway, fast
how
forward.
How to lure them was like with a large mana source, so obviously gonna be like Emilia, and you have to kill them all at once. So
all at once, and then he comes back out. Echidna pops back up. And they have their conversation. And then he starts to feel faint. Like he's starting to wake up in the real world and shit. And then she's like, yo, No, he said he wanted to remember, so they had to.
Yeah, the little, I guess, white handkerchief he had on his wrist from the little girl that was the new one at the mansion, the new waitress. I forget her name.
I forget her name too.
She like touches it. And it's like, okay, you can remember now. And as he's fading out, she said, well, before that, she was saying it's gonna be harder to get every time you come here. It's gonna be harder and harder each time
because he's been there twice already.
Yeah, pretty much say like, I need to see you, but with like from the deepest
bottom
depths
of
of
your
his
heart.
Bottom of his heart.
Yeah.
And like every single time after that's gonna be harder. So the third time's gonna be really hard. And
but the cheat to that is him doing the trial. He'll be able to see you in the trial.
Yeah. And then
so basically
the third time she said there's something that she wants to tell him, but it won't be till the third time he gets there.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the fuck that's gonna be.
I think the greed is also how much he needs her too. She loves how much he needs her. That's part of the greed as well.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, the feed in? That's okay. Yeah. So IG Live ended. That's okay. We're still going.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah. But at least we don't have to go back on the live. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We can finish this just for the pod. Because we ended on a good spot there for that.
Yeah.
But basically, the next part, when he comes back from talking to Echidna, being the Witch of Greed, he wakes up in the trial, but Amelia's not there, and he's like,
and he still had that little scar on his head too. I was like,
yeah. So he's when he fucking beat his head on the fucking floor.
Like, what the fuck?
So then he looks for Amelia, but there's like all this black shit rising, and we're like, oh shit, maybe everyone's dead again.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he sees like this witch approach, and we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's the Witch of Envy,
which we're told is Amelia. So we're like, it did something like, so he came to, because this is the first time he came back from Return by Death, and his environment completely changed.
Different.
It's different.
Yeah.
So then it's like, fuck. If he dies again now, does it come back to this?
I don't know, because she was like, I love you.
Or it's because he saw all the other witches.
True.
Like, because I think it might be that too, that like every time he sees the Witch of Greed, maybe his love for her grows. And the Witch of Envy gets like she's getting jealous. She's envious of what he's getting with the other witches. So now she's acting out.
Yeah.
And I think the more he goes back, the harder his relationship with Amelia / Witch Envy. Like that was. So I feel like Witch Envy and Amelia are like alter egos.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Or maybe
sense.
she's like this schizophrenic or only as multi-personality or split personality.
Yeah,
disorder.
It makes sense. Because she was like, I love you. And
yeah,
she was about to consume that motherfucker.
And it looked like her under the hood. You couldn't see all of her, but it looked like the hair, the face. It looked like Amelia. So it's like, oh shit, yeah, she started hugging him. It was about to consume that motherfucker. And then Garfield just fucking...
Bow! Just came in with another Falco punch.
On top. Fucking pulls him out.
They take off. Like, that motherfucker's attacking.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, you got a problem? He's like, nah, it's cool.
I didn't think you'd save me. Because he just so used to Garfield fucking killed his ass.
Yeah, but... Yeah, that whole conversation with... He's like, I don't know what the fuck going on, bro. Like, the shadow... And then for some reason... They found out that it's going toward the mansion.
Yeah. Oh, and then so Roswell does know. So we hinted before that Roswell knew about Return by Death. This episode confirmed that he knows about his Return by Death.
When I saw that, I was like, Jason was right.
Yeah, I was like, because it was said before, and I was like, this nigga knows. And this episode confirmed it. Because he had his own. I don't know if we're calling it gospel or what. But he had his own book. He had his own book, which we're assuming is a gospel-esque kind of book. What the fuck? Which in this story means it pretty much tells you what's going to happen.
He was like, if you want to walk through hell, I'll accompany you.
Yeah, so I mean, it just seems like he's basically pledged his fealty to the way it comes across to Subaru. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, the layers in this fucking anime, I love it, bro. Like, there's so much.
You figure out one thing, and it's just
but then there's so many other things. But it's not like I'm being like. It's not like I'm getting upset because we're not getting answers. Like we're getting answers and then giving even more questions. I love it. There's nothing that isn't getting answered.
Fucking love it, man.
So and it's just getting.
Oh, that was another thing too. Echidna was saying that the reason why, because they kind of. Let me look at these fucking notes, bro. Because it was some shit that.
Yeah, he wrote them, bro.
I wrote some fucking notes. Hold on. Where did shit go? It was about Rim, bro. But he can't save her because it's not a part of his destiny.
Exactly. So if it's something not part of his destiny, he's making his own route or choice to do it. It doesn't mean he'll be able to save them. It's his power's only to keep him alive.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It
doesn't apply to anyone else. Like if
you can try, but if it's not written, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So Rem might not come back.
She might not come back. That
like I'm gonna bet she does still at some point because anime. But that just means someone else he cares about is gonna die, and because he's been told that, he'll remember it. Like there's nothing he can do because someone's gonna die and he'll have a return by death and he's gonna wake up after they're dead.
So much shit, bro.
So yeah,
so much shit.
This shit hype, bro.
I love ReZero.
This right now by far the best anime. It's just great storytelling too.
Great.
The best storytelling we have right now.
Great fucking storytelling, man.
But that's it for this week, man. And ReZero topped it off. It was fantastic.
It topped it off last week too.
Yeah, dead ass. It's the best season going on, best ongoing thing right now. I'm sad when what episode are we on in ReZero?
I think it's like 9 or 10.
This was 34.
Oh, I mean
of season
like,
2.
For how many?
Oh yeah, 26, 8. Yeah, so this was episode 9, I guess, of season 2. So 34 in total.
Damn,
but this was
so many more episodes than that, bro.
Bro, I
so
hope
much
so.
shit
Because let's
happens.
see. Well, how many were in season 1? Season 1 was 25. Wait, why the fuck are we at 34 then? Oh, it's 20. I'm tripping. 26. 25 was a recap, I believe. That's why.
Yeah, some of those
25. Okay, yeah, never mind. So we had 25 season 1. Right now we're at 9 episodes. I hope it goes to another 25, bro. Because this shit is so good.
I feel like it has to.
And there's not like filler episodes either. Something's always happening. I mean, the first 3 episodes low-key feel like fillers. Once you get past it and see everything else, you're like, man, these first three episodes, it's just to make you think it's just a happy-go-lucky kind of thing.
It's kind of to mislead you.
And then the first time he has return by death happen, then you're like,
it's their shock value, bro.
And it's like,
it's their shock value. The same shit that Decadence did.
I'm about this now. I want to see where this goes.
On everything, bro. If y'all not watching it, watch it. Honestly.
But at least, like the Decadence one, the shock value took me out. The shock value, the shock in this one brought me in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that wraps for this episode of this week, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you kindly. Appreciate y'all.
Please check the fuck out of ReZero if you haven't watched it already. You're not Leo. Fuck you.
Do it.
Watch ReZero, bitch.
Do it.
Aaron, bitch. Watch ReZero. Yeah, bro. Fuck. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's
that wraps
so
it
good.
up for sure. And yeah, we're on what? Everything. Any platform you can think of, we on there. So just look us up. Follow us, subscribe, please. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Jason.
I'm Tony.
Thanks for watching Animemperor.
We out.
Yes, sir.